Hey guys, I'm gonna try and keep this video really quick because I just recorded one beforehand. It was like 10 minutes long. It was really boring, so I'm gonna keep this really short for you guys. Um, I want to talk about work specifically because that's kind of like the reason why I'm doing all this. And we'll go over some feelings and some thoughts that I had throughout the day. Um, so work, if we look at it a very logical, just numbers based day, right? With that view. I worked 2 to 7:30. I took an hour and a half off in my car. I made two sales, and I have one promising follow up and one kind of not really promising follow up. And they're two really big sales. Okay, so if all I have the two guaranteed sales, right? So I did better than yesterday, but if those two big sales go in, I will have like almost a $400 day or more, or somewhere around there. Yeah, like a $400 day. Okay. Um, Chances are that doesn't happen, and I just I just have the two smaller sales. Like that's what I know for sure. Like that's guaranteed. Like I have those. Um, I was feeling wise very mixed throughout the day. Like I was very like not very sad, but I had this persistent feeling of sadness in the morning and hopelessness. Um, just lingering from yesterday. Um, and also like because I told myself like I was gonna work on some things for work like practice, and I didn't end up doing that because I got caught up in the sadness, and then I just like couldn't get out of it, or didn't want to get out of it. It's probably the better word, better way to say that. Um, and then I got to work. We went to work anyways. I was already feeling like really sad and like not excited. We got out. Manager, he wanted to work with me early on in the day first. So he was with me for like an hour. We made one sale, which counted as mine. And then he left. I kept going. I made another sale. Then I got three promising follow ups. One of them didn't want to do it. And the other two, we don't know yet. I got to follow up them tonight. And yeah, like just been having these thoughts like I don't even know if I want to be here. Like I feel like I know I could be really good at this job if I just put in the work, but it's like I don't want to put in the work because there's so much uncertainty around all of it, right? Um, Basically, like there's just this consistent feeling of I don't feel good at my job, and that feeling, if we use the you do what you think of you frame that I talked about in a video like yesterday. Um, in my mind, I think I'm bad at this job because probably I am bad at this job. Like reality is, I am bad at this job. Um, and because I think I'm bad at this job, I have this feeling that I'm bad at this job, right? And I have this like sadness, this sorrow, this like not a no like little confidence, or not little confidence, but just a lack of it, you know, and this hopelessness, and then and all this uncertainty too, and all of this like makes me not want to work, and makes me sit in my car for like an hour and a half or 2 hours every day, right? And it makes me avoid the doors, right? And that's basically what's been happening today, is just this consistent feeling of like I'm not good at this job, that's coming from this belief that I am not good at this job, because reality is I probably am not putting or because reality is I'm not putting in the work that I know I should be putting in. And it's making me avoid the doors, which is where I need to be to make money, to live and do my goals, right? Um, and I was telling myself today, I was like, let's say like magically like all like everything just sells today. I have a $500 day today. Like all my follow ups reach out to me and they're like, let's do it, you know. I was like, I'd still be a little sad, and I still wouldn't feel very proud of myself because it's like I still know that I haven't put in the work outside of work, and that I'm not doing what I know I should do, even the small things. And yeah, it's like tomorrow I have to go through the whole thing again, right? And it's just this consistent feeling and thought and beliefs. And so I basically have like two options. It's like I have to sit down with myself and I have to decide, like, am I going to put in the work with all the uncertainty, with all the hopelessness, or not with all the hope. Like the big thing is like with all the uncertainty and with all the 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 anxiety and pressure of putting in all this effort to build my skills to maybe not get an outcome, um, or do I pivot, go into something more stable, and then do something on the side that is more maybe up my alley, because because I have other things I do, right, that there's a future in, right, and I really like to like invent and build stuff. Like I watched this reel today, basically saying like the dream team is like you have the inventor and you have the entrepreneur, right? The guy that does the marketing and the sales, and then you have the guy that builds the product. And I'm like, dude, I'm the guy that builds the product. Like I love building products. I love finding a problem and making a solution for it, right? And making that solution really good. Or like I love like building a, you know, writing a book or making music. Like I love that stuff. I love it, right? And it's like this side, it's like I can do it. I know how it works, but it's like I'm not as excited for it. So it's like I basically like have to figure out like, am I gonna put in the work to be good at this, right? Or am I just gonna like pivot, go into a steady job or career, and then do this, right? Or maybe I do both. Maybe I do this and this at the same time. Um, but yeah, I basically have to decide. And I've been thinking about it today, and I think at the end of the day, like I think the right thing to do is to just put in the work, and like even just for like a month, like even just for a month, like an hour or two outside of work, I just did practice, learning, and then on the doors for the day, I gave myself one challenge or one thing to implement to change, right? Like even if I just did that for 1 month, I think I would have a little bit more peace with myself if I did pivot and go into something else. Um, so that's probably what I'm gonna try and do. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know if I'll try and start implementing that today and tomorrow before work tomorrow. Um, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Anyways, that's it for today. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.